Hello, on this video I'm going to talk about Python dictionary. When you go to the Python documentation, you look at the data structure and then you go over the section 5.5 which talks about dictionaries. You're going to see here that the dictionary are indexed by a range of numbers and we call them the keys, and the keys can be any immutable type such as a string and numbers. You can also use tuples, but you need to make sure that the keys are unique within the dictionary. And another thing here, they come in a comma separated list and they come into the key column value pair. So let's take a look at some code now and see how the dictionary works. The other thing to keep in mind here is that the dictionary is unordered, which means the sequence in which the dictionary is may not be the same sequence in which you inserted them. Alright, so the first thing is to create a dictionary. So let's create an empty dictionary first. To do that, just get a name that you want, equals, and then the curly braces. So this here is a empty dictionary. So now let's create a dictionary that has some items in it already. So in this case here, all I want is to create a dictionary of key value pairs. So this is the key, this is the value, this is the key, and this is the value, and so on. And these here are the name of my friends and their home country. So Jane is from USA, Laura is from Poland, and Jose is from Brazil, and so on. The next step now is to get a country where one of my friends live. So let's say I'm looking for the country where Jose lives. So here's the name, which is the target that I'm looking for. Then I'm going to create a variable here called Jose country. Then I get my dictionary, and right here I pass the name that I'm looking for. In other words, the name here is the key. The key that I'm passing is Jose, so my expectation is that this will return Brazil. So once I print here, it should print the name Jose lives in Brazil. So let's run this code. Jose lives in Brazil. And if I change this to Jane, I should get USA. And I get USA. So I'm gonna put it back to Jose. And now I'm gonna get the same thing, but now I'm gonna use the get function. So I'm doing exactly the same work that I'm doing here, but the difference here is that I'm using the get method or the get function. But it works exactly the same way. I pass the key, and then it returns the country, and then I just print here. And I get the same result. Alright, so the next step is for us to update a key. So let's say Jose is a misspelled name, and I need to fix Jose. Because the way you spell Jose is like that, with this letter here that does not exist in English. So let's update the key. However, one thing to keep in mind is that you cannot change a key. A key is immutable. Once you create it, it stays there forever. So the only way for you to change the key is by removing this item and inserting this item again. So before I do that, I'm going to print this dictionary so we can see the before and after. And to accomplish that, we're going to use the pop. The pop function removes something and returns it to you. Then we're going to change it and we're going to insert back. Again, there's no way for us to change this. The only way is to remove, change, and put it back. So the old key here is Jose, and the new key is JOS, and then I'm going to use a Unicode here. So the backward slash and this value is the Unicode for this letter here. Now, if you want to, you can just put this letter here and it's going to work just as fine. I'm going to leave it as a Unicode for now. And then on my dictionary, I pop the key value pair where I have the old key, and the old key is Jose. And then once this gets returned to me, I insert the item back into the dictionary, but this time I'm using the new key. And then after that, I'm going to print the dictionary again. So I'm going to run this code now. And here in the top, I print the entire thing. I have Jose without the special letter. And then on the second dictionary, I have the update letter here. So it is impossible to change the key, but you can remove and insert it again, just in case if you absolutely need to change the key. All right, so the next step now is to change a value. To change a value, it's very easy. You just need to know the key for which item you're looking for. So in this case here, the name I'm going to use is Lori. So Lori is the key of the key value pair I'm looking for. In this case here, Lori lives in Poland. And I want to change the dictionary where the key is the name, in this case Lori, and I want to change that to Japan. Then after that, I'm going to get the country where Lori is now, and then I'm just going to print it here. So let's take a look. So here in the top, Lori lives in Poland, and then I make the change, and now Lori lives in Japan. Right, the next topic is how to add a key value pair in the dictionary. So here I have the initial dictionary, and then to add, you just get the dictionary name, brackets, and the key, and then the value. And once you do that, you insert a new item. Now, what happens if the key is repeated? Is it going to insert a new item? The answer is no, it's not going to insert a new item. If the key is only repeated into your dictionary, it is just going to update the dictionary. So in this case here, you're just updating N to Greece. So let's run this program again. And you can see here the N was in Mexico, now N is in Greece. So if the value is there, it does not create a new one, but it overrides the value that you already had there. So now the next step is to check if an item is already in the dictionary. So let's write some code for that. So right here, the target is Lori. Then all I need is an if statement. So if the name in the dictionary, then I'm gonna get the country from the dictionary where the key is name, in this case Lori, and then I just print where Lori lives. And if the name is not there, I'm just gonna print not in the dictionary. So I'm gonna run this code. It says here Lori lives in Poland. I'm going to change this name now just to make sure I get the else here, which is not in the dictionary. And here it is, not in the dictionary. So this is how you check if an item is in the dictionary. So the next topic is to loop through a dictionary. And to do that, it's very simple. I just need to create a for loop. So here I create for, and I'm going to create here a one key in the dictionary dot keys. So this function here returns all the keys from this dictionary. Then I'm going to print the key, backward slash for a tab, and then I'm going to print the dictionary, and I'm going to pass the key that's returning from this function here. So let's run this program. So here I have all the keys and then all the values. So the keys got printed from this variable, and then the values came from the dictionary here. So the next step is to convert the dictionary to a list. So to do that, just get your dictionary and then dot keys, and then all of your keys are going to be stored on this list, and then I'm going to print the list here. So this is a dictionary. I know it's a dictionary because the key value pair and also because of the curly braces. Then I'm going to save all the keys into a list and print the keys. So it prints this line here for me, and this is a list. Now you can do the same thing, but instead of keys, you can call for values. And if you run this, you're going to get the values of your dictionary instead of the keys. All right, so the next step is to convert a two-dimensional list into a dictionary. To do that, I'm going to create a two-dimensional list here. So here is my two-dimensional list. So each item here is a list. And then I have a list of lists. So right here on line 14, I'm going to print my list. And then finally, line 16 is where I convert the list to a dictionary using this function. Then I save on this variable, and then I print it. So I'm going to run this program now. And here I have my two-dimensional list. And here I have a dictionary. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching.